I just want to remind you, we started with iteration, we did arrays off canvas, we did iteration with arrays on off canvas. Now we're going to jump back on. So we're going to do an array review on canvas, and then we're going to iterate on canvas. So on the canvas, arrays are most powerful in general when they're used with iteration. That being said, just to review for us, they can also be really powerful when they're with random. So today I'm going to review how we can use random index numbers and have you do a little bit of challenges. So to randomly select an item from an array is what we're going to be doing. I would like you to open up an editor and title it 1.13 Array Review on Canvas AP. This is a great time to remind you that you should pause this video, rewind this video, do whatever you need so that you are getting this information because you should be coding along. Okay? So I have this. We are on Canvas. I'm just going to add a note at the top that since we are on Canvas, we declare and initialize our variables separately. Okay, so the brain starter was to make a list of your favorite words. So I'm actually going to make an array of our favorite words. So I'm going to make a variable. I'm going to call it fave words. And this is going to be a variable to hold an array of favorite words. Then in my setup, I'm going to say fave words equals, and I'm going to put my favorite words there. Scalene. I like concatenate. What other words do I like? I don't know off the top of my head, so I'm just going to write angle, I'll write cat, books, and so on. Okay, what I want to happen is I want every time I press run, one of those words to randomly appear on my canvas. So I'm going to go inside of my draw function, and I'm going to add a comment just saying that every time I press run, I want a random word from my fave words list to, I should say fave words array, sorry, to appear on the canvas. In order to do that, we're going to need to get one of these. And I just want to remind you that scalene is 0, concatenate is 1, angle is 2, cat is 3, books is 4. You might remember from software 2 that you can also write it like this. They can all be on different lines, and you could add, for instance, comments that remind you what the index number was if you wanted. Okay, in order to randomly put one of these, and we could just see for now that if I wanted to physically do this, I could write text. I could put my fave words list, bracket, I could put a number, and then I could put it somewhere on my canvas. But it's always saying scalene. And to change it, I'd actually have to physically change that number. And that's what I don't want to do. I want this number to appear all on its own. So we need to make a variable to represent that. So I'm actually going to copy this. I'm going to comment it out. We can physically change the end number, or we can make a variable for it. So we're going to make a variable. Let's come to the top where we make our variables, var rand int. And some of you might remember when we do a random index number, let's just do it for now. We're going to choose random between. I have 5 items in my list, so I can do one of two things. I can either say 0, 5, or, because what if I add something else to my list? We can do that handy thing we've been using, which is fave words dot. And for right now, let's just console.log rand int. Is that helpful for you? Can the computer find index 1.24. No, can only find 1. And so if you remember, we have to put parentheses around this and put the word 4 in front of it. And that will always round down. So I'm just going to add a little comment about that. 2 comments. I'm going to say that random gives a random decimal between start. Oops, sorry about that. And stop. And that floor rounds a decimal down. You will want to make a random index variable for each array you use if you're trying to get something random to happen. Okay, I am going to replace this 3 that we had with my rand int, and we're going to skip. And it's working. Okay, I know that was a super, super fast review because it's something you did last year. I am going to give you a few challenges that I'd love for you to try. Okay. Challenges. 1, make another word array and get a random word to appear on my canvas every time it runs. So repeating what we just did. 2 is going to be something we did last year. Make a color array and get the background to be a random color every time the program is run. And 3 is make an array of numbers that will represent a width of a rectangle. Every time the program is run, make a rectangle. Make a rectangle that has one of the random widths. Okay, I'm excited to see what you can do.